6.5 years behind bars. That's how long Willie Gandara Jr. is going to spend in prison. Good evening, I'm Adrian Alvarez.
And I'm Kagan Harsha. News Channel 9's Anusha Rasta sat in on Gandara's sentencing today, and she joins us in our studio with the details. Hi, Anusha.
Hi, Kagan. The former Socorro mayor resigned his seat as county commissioner when DEA agents arrested him for drug trafficking and money laundering. Today, Gandara sobbed and asked for forgiveness from God, his constituents, and his family. But Judge Frank Montalvo brought down the hammer. He called Gandara a master of disguise who led a double life, a public life and a life of crime. The judge sentenced Gandara to 6.5 years in prison and ordered him to pay a $300,000 fine. Bailiffs immediately took Gandara into custody while his wife, daughter, and other family members cried hysterically. A handcuffed Gandara turned around and told his family, "I love you," as officers took him away. We caught up with Willie Gandara Jr.'s family as they were leaving the courthouse. His sister-in-law and brother told News Channel 9 their brother was a good man who made a bad decision.
And he was a very good guy, and he helped a lot of people. You know, everybody makes mistakes.
We didn't make our money in the drug business. We worked hard. I work hard every day. I'm not in a suit all day. My father taught us that.
At the center of the case against Gandara was his property on Coker Road. Agents discovered Gandara used that location as a virtual pipeline for shipping marijuana as far away as Chicago. Now, Judge Montalvo told Gandara that he should sell his numerous properties to pay the $300,000 fine. Otherwise, the judge warned he'd have the U.S. attorney come after the convicted felon to collect the fine. Reporting live in the News Center, Anusha Rasta, News Channel 9.
All right, Anusha, thanks. We have new information tonight regarding the arrest of a Socorro police officer. We've learned that Officer Bobby Correa is accused of taking home a key piece of evidence from an open case. Correa was arrested on Monday after he turned himself in. The public document says the El Paso Sheriff's Department searched the 28-year-old officer's home in Horizon City last month and found a box marked with red evidence tape on it. Sheriff's detectives say the box was later confirmed to be missing from the Socorro Police Department. Correa allegedly tried to hide it, which damaged the investigation. We spoke with the city's spokesperson who told us, quote, "Correa is relieved of duty with pay pending the outcome of our City of Socorro investigation." Now, that investigation does continue, and stay with News Channel 9 for the very latest updates. An El Paso attorney charged with conspiracy to commit money laundering for Mexican drug cartels was in front of a judge this morning.
Marco Antonio Delgado was denied bond and will remain in custody. But as more details of the charges start to be revealed, it became clear Delgado's upcoming trial will certainly be more memorable. News Channel 9's Chip Maxim has more.
46-year-old Marco Antonio Delgado was taken into custody earlier this month from a restaurant in West El Paso. But the investigation into Delgado began 5 years ago. According to testimony this morning, a 2007 traffic stop outside Atlanta, Georgia, uncovered nearly $1 million. The car's driver became an informant and named Delgado as his contact. Under questioning, Delgado agreed to cooperate with investigators and stated the money was part of a test run to channel $600 million into Juarez. In 2008, the driver-turned-informant tipped investigators of another pickup of $100,000 in Chicago, arranged by Delgado to be deposited in an account linked to Delgado. Once deposited, the money would simultaneously be withdrawn from an account in Mexico. Federal agents linked Delgado to the Guadalajara-based Milenio drug cartel. A Homeland Security agent testified other transactions were made to accounts of Delgado, his law firm, wife, or CPA, including a $500,000 deposit from a Swiss bank account. The investigator testified that Delgado traveled extensively between 2007 and 2012, including trips to France, Germany, Switzerland, and Qatar, and 5 trips to Cuba, where the informant told investigators Delgado participated in sex parties with girls, all under 18 years old. Chip Maxim, News Channel 9.
Delgado's defense team argued that Delgado was cooperating with officials the entire time, and transactions could all be explained as part of legitimate business and loans. Judge Garney believed Delgado to be a flight risk due to his extensive international contacts and denied bond. Delgado will remain in custody until his court date.
Employees at an El Paso County probation office are cleaning up a big mess. Someone broke into the facility on Socorro Road last night, swiped $112 from the main office. The thief or thieves got into that building by breaking a door and a window. So far, no arrests have been made. The sheriff's office is investigating. Some hikers in Carlsbad, New Mexico made a grim discovery this weekend. They stumbled up upon human remains in a 30 by 30 foot dry lake bed in an area commonly known as Champion Bay or Brantley Lake just north of the town. At this point, police do not know who those remains belong to. They were taken to the Office of Medical Investigators in Albuquerque for positive identification and also to try and determine the cause of death.
Tense moments this afternoon after an apartment complex for seniors caught fire. Fire crews were called out to the Hillside Seniors Apartments on Wrestler after the fire started. Fire officials say a maintenance worker was soldering wood when it caught fire. 2 units were damaged, and the 2 elderly people who lived inside were able to get out safely. The Red Cross is assisting the seniors since the fire damaged the apartments. Damages are estimated at $10,000.
Well, just the perfect temperature outside today. Not too hot, not too cold. Chief Meteorologist Chuck DeBroder is, I'm assuming, to thank for that. Chuck?
Well, I'll take credit, but no responsibility. We did see, though, cold air this morning. 25 the low in Deming, 24 in Las Cruces, and just above freezing in El Paso. We were colder than the previous 2 mornings. High temperature, 68 degrees. That's pretty close to normal. Mid-60s in the Mesilla Valley and 64 in Alamogordo. Have some moisture in the form of high clouds moving our way. We will turn partly cloudy to overcast tonight. 38 the low. A little breezy in the afternoon and in the overnight. 5 to 15 mile per hour winds. Your forecast is on the way.
All right, thanks, Chuck. Well, the city of El Paso is looking for artists to complement a state-of-the-art AAA baseball stadium. 3 artists or artist teams will be selected to use $85,000 to create, quote, lively and inviting public space both for day and night viewing. Once selected, the artists will get straight to work.
Right away be assigned alongside the architects, the designers, and the engineers. The other one will put to work right away researching baseball in the region and the area, El Paso. And then the other artist will also be working with the architect to do site-specific works throughout the design of the field.
We've posted the requirements and a link to submit an application on our website, ktsm.com.
Thousands of military homes on Fort Bliss and at White Sands will be fitted with solar panels as part of a $1 billion plan by a California company to bring solar to military installations across the country. Company officials say the systems at Fort Bliss and White Sands will be capable of offsetting more than half of the electricity used in each community. Army officials say Fort Bliss has a goal of being energy self-sufficient by 2018. A Doña Ana County grant will provide temporary shelter to as many as 400 people. The grant was funded by the New Mexico Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. 2 mobile units ready to deliver necessary supplies anywhere in the country were purchased with the $48,000 grant. 1 trailer will be permanently stationed at the Doña Ana County Fire Station and Hazmat Facility in Santa Teresa. The 2nd trailer will be kept at the Doña Ana County Fire and Emergency Training Facility in Las Cruces.
Almost 100 children are waiting to be adopted here in El Paso, and local groups are urging residents to step up and share their homes and their lives with these children in need. News Channel 9's Kay Racine spoke with one woman who changed her life to become a parent, and now other people can too at this year's CARE conference.
500 El Paso children are in foster care.
It's not really a job. It's a commitment that you make to these children.
Elva Espino is just one of the many who have stepped up to become a foster parent.
I thought I would be able to, offer something a little bit more stable and a home to somebody that needed.
She, along with News Channel 9's Zoe Jaramillo and other leaders, appealed to dozens of community members on Wednesday at this year's Child Advocacy Recruitment Effort Conference to help children who do not have permanent homes. Organizers say more than 80 kids in foster care are ready to be adopted.
We're running very low on beds, so we're really appealing to the community to help us out as much as possible. We don't want our kids sleeping in offices or sleeping in shelters for a long time.
Elva became an adoptive parent 10 years ago after fostering 2 young girls.
I fell in love with my girls, and they just needed somebody, and I thought we would make the perfect family.
And although it's been a learning experience for her,
It has its good times and its bad times, but it's very important for them to realize that once you become a foster parent, there's going to be a lot of people involved in your life.
she hopes some of the more than 800,000 residents in El Paso will step up and become foster or adoptive parents.
You do care for them, and that's the reason that you should come into foster care if you really are in for it.
Kaylee Seed, News Channel 9.
And if you're interested in becoming an adoptive parent or foster parent, you can contact El Paso Care at 542-4535.
If you want to help provide a Thanksgiving Day meal for the needy in El Paso, the Salvation Army desperately needs your help. Each and every year, they serve over 1,000 individuals on Thanksgiving Day, but this year, they only have 38 turkeys in the freezer, and they need more than 150. The turkeys are needed within the next 2 days so that cooking can begin. You can drop off turkeys at the Red Cross Family Center, or Red Shield Family Center at 4300 East Paisano, east of the Coliseum.
Well, still ahead here on News Channel 9 at 6.
You might have spotted people wearing blue around the borderland today,
Including us. Well, it was all for a good cause. We'll have the details right after.